guys, welcome back to Lego Mateo. It's the Ducky guy here. So if you did not know something about me, I really like Warriors cats, and there's this Warriors creator named Bright Guardian Akira. He has some amazing Warriors content, and one of his later videos is about the Warrior cat's powers. And I saw that Lionblaze was ranked high, and if you did not know, Lionblaze is my favorite warrior cat. So I thought, why not do a reaction video on it? And yes, I did watch a bit of it. I did skip to the end. I didn't see much of the ending though, so I don't know who the #1 cat is. But I think we should do a reaction video. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're at 99 subscribers and I really want to get to 100 soon. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Warrior Cats is both incredibly consistent and incredibly inconsistent when it comes to giving cats special powers.
For sure.
When it comes to Medicine Cat and Leader powers, almost every cat with the position has them. But when it comes to other specific powers, they are just randomly handed out for no reason other than making a very specific plotline.
Yep.
So I decided I want to rank these other powers from worst to best. For this list, Clan Cats only, normal Medicine Cat connections to Star Clan, and Leader's 9 lives don't count as way too many cats have those.
Yep.
And only powers held by cats while they were alive.
Makes
The spirit
sense.
cats are magic by default, so again it's way too many if we include them. So all this in mind, I've decided that 9 powers qualify for this list. Starting from the worst one, number 9, Goosefeather. This power is literally called a curse in the title of his book.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's the worst one.
I never read it.
Basically, he could see ghosts and get visions of the future, but it backfires and completely destroys his mental state, because these visions cannot be turned off.
Is he like a fish?
It's like a hyper version of Medicine Cat powers in all the worst ways. And the lesson he learns is that he can't change the future, and that he shouldn't tell any cat about the things he sees. So the power has absolutely no purpose other than torturing him. That's rough. Number 8, Yellowfang. Yellowfang's power is feeling the pain of others as if it was her own. Something that was made up for her Super Edition, so she never uses it in any other book. Like Goosefeather, this power is more of a debuff than anything useful. Like sure, she can use it to identify cats who need her healing, but you know what else could do that? Her eyes. Or if it's not a visible injury, talking to the darn cat. This is a problem that no other Medicine Cat has ever had. Why is there a power to solve it?
A lot.
The 1 or 2 times this power is actually useful is completely outweighed by the constant pain she is in.
Yeah.
If this power was given to her for a reason, it was just to make it unbearable for her to go into battle and therefore force her to be a Medicine Cat, which only does harm when she can't give proper care to Broken Cat. Number 7, Cinderheart. We're 1/3 through the list, and we're still on powers that are more harmful than useful.
I don't really know if she had
Basically, when Cinderheart was growing up, it was revealed to us that she was actually Cinderpelt. So a second life? That's pretty powerful,
that's
right?
Power, yeah.
No. One of the stars changes the story a bit. Turns out Cinderheart is not Cinderpelt, she is her own cat, and she is sharing her body with Cinderpelt for some reason. So Cinderheart's power is just having an identity crisis. She eventually gains Cinderpelt's full memories and doesn't know who she is anymore.
Yeah, that counts for a power
She does eventually overcome this, and the spirit of Cinderpelt is sent to Star Clan so she can be her own cat. So ultimately it just begs the question of why Cinderpelt needed to be in her body at all. It's an obstacle for Cinderheart to overcome, which is the opposite of a special power. At least it wasn't as painful as the previous 2 cats. Number 6, Squirrelflight and Leafpool. These 2 are together because they share a power.
What?
It's their not so iconic twin telepathy. So useful, they completely forgot about it after the new prophecy. It's only really used while Squirrelpaw's on the quest, so Leafpaw has a way of knowing what's happening.
Actually, everyone
The only
forgot about
super
it during
useful
the
situation
segment.
is Leafpaw chewing on burdock root to send Squirrelpaw the message to use it for Tawnypelt's bite. But
Oh,
even then it was
yeah.
super lucky that Squirrelpaw was able to identify burdock root by taste. Their
yeah.
connection just doesn't really have any purpose since they spend most of their lives in ThunderClan together.
And
And when
wasn't
Leafpool
useful
runs away with
Leafpool-
Crowfeather,
Oh,
Squirrelflight doesn't even
I
know
was
until
just
Cinderpelt
talking
tells
about
her,
that.
and then has no idea where Leafpool is. So the power is useless the moment she needs it most.
So,
Great.
Does it really qualify?
Number
for power?
5. Dovewing. The first of the 3 on this list.
Dovewing, yeah.
Dovewing probably has the worst power, but still
Yeah.
pretty good compared to powers we've had so far. She has overwhelmingly heightened senses. She can basically spy on any cat, anywhere in the clans. It has a couple of important uses, like warning ThunderClan about the falling tree, but most of the time, the information she gets is more for the reader than stuff that's absolutely necessary for her to know.
Yeah, like Misty Star.
Like when she identifies the beaver
and
problem,
Star Diving.
that's normally a sort of thing that StarClan
And
would just
Leopard
tell
Star, which
literally any medicine cat ever.
She wasn't to know
And in terms of
Leopard
providing
Stars.
warning that the Dark Forest is coming, Ivypool was able to provide that warning several moons in advance, when Dovewing could only sense them as they were marching in. Most of what she could do is ultimately done better by other cats. She was
Yeah.
good at hunting though, for a time period that ThunderClan had plenty of prey. Number
Yeah.
4. Tree and Rootspring. Now these two have a couple useful things going for them. These two have effectively the same powers. They get their powers from being descendants of the sisters, but they are the only clan cats with this power, so they qualify for the list. They have 3 powers: seeing wandering spirits and making them visible to other cats,
I remember
and
that from
sensing
Vision
the
Shadows.
earth. The first 2 of those powers,
Sensing
while
the
only
earth?
used a couple of times,
What?
are very useful when they are used.
Is it for, like,
Tree is able to
Jayfeather
help a
'cause
whole
you
group of
blind?
spirits talk to their loved ones, and ultimately make it to StarClan. That was pretty important. And Rootspring
Yeah.
was able to bring physical proof of Bramblestar's ghost to foil the imposter's plot. Very pivotal in the Broken Code. Now
I
the
haven't
Earth
read
power,
Broken Code.
well, it's neat, but Rootspring sort of just uses it for one book in the sister quest, and then we forget about it. Number 3. Lionblaze.
What?
In theory, Lionblaze is completely overpowered.
Yeah.
He can't be defeated in battle, so he could just fight entire clans by himself.
Wait, how's
But in
he not
practice, the
second
farthest they
spot?
stretch his powers
I
is
think
fighting
I
a
can
fox.
get it if
His powers don't get used to the fullest potential because
What the-
he's not evil. So we never really know.
Yeah, who's second place? I would get it if he was second place, and then Jayfeather was first place. I can live with that. But who's second place? Aren't there only 8? Who's the 9th cat with a power? Who's third? Who's second
Know
place?
just how powerful he is. Sure, he's a major asset in the Dark
Well,
Forest
yeah.
battle, but a lot of cats still die because he can't be everywhere all at once.
Well, that's not on
So
him.
while
that's
this
on-
is a significantly powerful thing to have,
Mm.
it doesn't quite crack the top of the list. Number 2, Firestar. Firestar doesn't have a very
Firestar?
defined and specific power, but he is very powerful.
he doesn't.
He is
have
able to get medicine
power.
cat visions as a regular warrior, with Spotterleaf acting as his own personal spirit guide, and he is
I mean,
both the
like,
fire alone that can save the clan, and the 4th
Okay.
cat that is needed to battle the darkness,
That's not a power.
which may be more of a destiny
just
than a
destiny.
power.
I know.
But being guaranteed to save the day twice seems enough like a power to me. And it's
No.
certainly a lot more important than being able to fight any cat, or any other power that comes earlier on this list.
Eh,
Number 1. Jayfeather. So what's better than
Okay.
having the power of destiny granted to you by the stars above? Well, how about just the power of the stars above? Jayfeather had all the powers of a StarClan cat and more, without needing to be a spirit. Walking in cat's dreams, sensing cat's emotions. And he also
Yeah,
just gets the
I guess
power
that's
of
true.
whatever the plot demands he can have. Summoning
why does he
entire
get the-
flashbacks from the minds of cats
why
like
does he
Brooke,
get the powers
being
from-
able to cruise around
for the plot?
StarClan for much longer periods of time than other medicine cats
Why
can.
not one of the other?
Literal time travel that gives him the chance to aid in creating the tribe of rushing water,
Okay,
and as a
that's
result,
true.
giving him a pivotal role in the existence of the clans.
That's
Yeah,
good
he's a
point.
little powerful. While Dovewing and Lionblaze got powers that were simply convenient in a couple of situations, Jayfeather's powers were situations on their own.
Okay.
And he ultimately played the biggest role of the cats, as his negotiations in StarClan were what made StarClan united for the Great Battle.
Well, anyone could have done
So bringing the entirety of StarClan to the battle kinda outclasses Lionblaze just being a good soldier, or Firestar being destined to beat Tigerstar. And that is why Jayfeather's powers are the best and most useful out of any cat in the series. Alright, bye everyone!
Okay, so I get that Lionblaze is overshadowed by Jayfeather, and Jayfeather has probably the best powers. But I wouldn't even classify Firestar to having a power of destiny. That just doesn't count. That shouldn't count. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll leave the link to this video in the description. And catch you in the next one. Lego Mateo, signing off.